Nigeria, a country of vast potential and rich culture, is facing significant economic challenges. As we look ahead to the next decade, it's crucial to understand the current economic landscape and the factors influencing it. Inflation and unemployment rates are at alarming levels, prompting concerns about Nigeria's economic future. In this video, I will delve into these issues, exploring what inflation is and its causes in layman's terms. Looking ahead, given Nigeria's current economic challenges, a high inflation rate of 34% and staggering unemployment at 88% as at the time of this video, the road ahead seems daunting. However, understanding the causes of inflation empowers you to advocate for best practices that will sustain you for the next 10 years. Understanding inflation. Inflation is like a sneaky thief that quietly steals the purchasing power of your money over time. Imagine you have a basket of goods and services you buy regularly, things like food, clothing, and rent. When inflation occurs, the prices of these items go up, which means your money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. In simpler terms, inflation means you're paying more for the same things. Causes of inflation. 1. Demand pull. Picture a scenario where an average Nigerian eats rice 3 times weekly. As demand surges, companies and individuals that import or grow rice might hike prices because they know people are willing to pay more since there is a shortage of rice. This increased demand pulling prices higher is what we call demand pull inflation. When the farmers cannot go to the farm to cultivate rice, weed their farms, fertilize their crops, or harvest their produce due to high rate of insecurity, bad roads, high cost of labor, transportation, and lack of fertilizer subsidies. On the other hand, companies cannot bring rice into the country due to high import duties, government policies, and segregation. These human factors are called demand pull inflation. 2. Cost push. Now, imagine there's a shortage of oil, a crucial ingredient in making petrol. Because there's less oil available, its price shoots up. As a result, transportation costs increase, pushing up the prices of goods that need to be transported. This rise in production costs, or push from higher expenses, is called cost push inflation. How does it affect Nigeria, you may ask? Very simple. We don't refine our oil in Nigeria. Though we are one of the highest oil-producing nations, we don't have enough to serve our booming and enterprising population. The cost of exporting crude oil and importing refined products is one of the core incubating enzymes of inflation. Such an economy cannot thrive. Another factor of inflation is an increase in money supply. Let's say the government decides to print more money to cover its debts. With more money in circulation, it devalues the currency. This surge in the availability of excess cash without a corresponding increase in supply sources, transactional enterprises, can lead to inflation. 4. Devaluation. Imagine Nigeria's currency, the naira, loses value compared to other currencies like the dollar or euro. When this happens, it takes more naira to buy the same amount of goods or services priced in foreign currency. This devaluation of the naira can lead to inflation as imported goods become more expensive due to the exchange rate. 5. Rising wages. If workers, especially artisans, across various industries demand higher wages to keep up with the rising cost of living, companies might raise the prices of their goods to offset these increased labor costs. This wage price spiral, where rising wages led to higher prices and vice versa, can contribute to inflation. 6. Monetary and fiscal policies. Think of monetary policies as the tools used by the central bank to control the money supply and interest rates. When the central bank lowers interest rates or buys government securities, It injects money into the economy, potentially fueling inflation. Fiscal policies, on the other hand, involve government spending and taxation. If the government spends more than it earns through taxes, it may resort to borrowing or printing money, which automatically contributes to inflation. You can see that inflation is not rocket science. It is a system and people thing. Now, back to the main reason for this video. Aside from educating you on the debates and over-bloated talks about inflation, I also want to challenge you to shift your mental strength to more productive ways of surviving the current economic pandemic we are faced with in Nigeria. It is now the survival of the fittest and smartest. Feed your mind with the right information. In a challenging economic environment, where inflation rates soar and unemployment rates seem insurmountable, succeeding requires a blend of resilience, resourcefulness, and strategic thinking. Despite the odds, there are practical steps you can take to navigate these turbulent waters and carve out your path to success. Here's how. 1. Maximize your current opportunities. Look around you. Opportunities may not be obvious at first glance, but they exist. Whether it's a side hustle, your current job, freelance work, or skills you can monetize, make the most of what you have right now. No job is too small or too big for anyone right now. Explore untapped potentials and leverage them to your advantage. 2. Be intentional with your spending. Every naira counts in a high inflation economy. Create a budget, track your expenses, and prioritize needs over wants. Avoid impulse buying and seek value for your money. Being intentional with your spending ensures you can weather financial storms more effectively. Remember, the days ahead are planned with the budgets and savings of today. 3. Focus and amplify your areas of strength. Identify your strengths and double down on them. Whether it's a particular skill, talent, or knowledge area, focus your efforts on honing and amplifying what you excel at. Your strengths can set you apart in a competitive market and open doors to opportunities. 4. Go farming. Cultivate something that will become food in a few months. Agriculture remains a vital sector in Nigeria's economy. Consider venturing into farming, even if it's on a small scale. Growing your food can help cut down expenses and provide a sustainable source of income. Explore various farming options suited to your location and resources. 5. Guide your mental health from unhealthy affairs. The stress of economic uncertainty can take a toll on mental health. Practice self-care, seek support from loved ones, and engage in activities that bring you joy and relaxation. Stay away from negative influences and cultivate a positive mindset to navigate challenges effectively. 6. Use technological tools to your advantage, especially in employment. Embrace technology as a tool for advancement. Leverage online platforms for job searches, networking, and skill development. Stay updated with industry trends and equip yourself with digital skills relevant to the job market demands. Technology can bridge gaps and create opportunities even in tough times. If you are an employer, develop a system that can enable your employees to remotely execute some of their tasks, thereby allowing them to cut down on their expenses. 7. Be considerate towards others. Temper justice with mercy if you can. In a community facing economic hardship, empathy and compassion go a long way. Treat others with kindness, respect, and understanding. Offer support to those in need and extend a helping hand whenever possible. Building strong relationships fosters a sense of collective resilience and support. Now is not the best time to sanction people heavily for minor errors like traffic or tax offenses. Such charges can be prorated. 8. Lend a helping hand to a friend, neighbor, or the needy if you can. Collaboration and solidarity strengthen communities facing economic challenges. Extend support to friends, neighbors, and the less privileged, whether it's sharing resources, offering guidance, or volunteering your time. Contributing to the welfare of others fosters a culture of reciprocity and mutual aid. In conclusion, While Nigeria's economic landscape presents formidable obstacles, success is not beyond reach. By adopting a proactive mindset, leveraging available resources, and embodying principles of resilience and compassion, individuals can navigate adversity and thrive amidst uncertainty. Embrace the journey, stay adaptable, and remain committed to your goals. Your resilience today paves the way for a brighter tomorrow in Nigeria's economic landscape. I believe you got value. Believe your greatness. Follow my YouTube channel for more reformational and challenging videos.